So why OmniStudio? Because it provides a lot of benefits to us. Like it is basically a combination of flows, LWC integration. All of the things comes under one roof. So you can guys see most of the parts it covers. Like it has fast coding. It manages our data in a much unified way. It has much scalability. It is adaptive in every environment. Like it is very adaptive. It's not like other tools. So yeah, it has many benefits. So in OmniStudio, basically there are three building blocks. Okay. First is OmniScript. Second is FlexCards. Third is DataRaptors. And fourth is integration procedures. So we are going to understand all of those one by one. What are OmniScripts? OmniScripts are step-by-step guides. Like before making any procedure to be happen, user have to write all of those steps, like how it is going to make that appear on a digital experiences. So all of those concepts has been come under OmniScripts. It's a guided form, just like a wizard. What are FlexCards? FlexCards basically help us to view information in a very simplified manner. Like we can view information in a card template in which there is customer name, account status that are easy to use and quick to read. Third is DataRaptors. Like, sorry, in standard Salesforce, we use Apex for transferring and sending data from LWC to the main org. But in OmniStudio, here the Apex has been replaced by DataRaptors. It basically has to pull and send data to Salesforce. And fourth is integration procedure. So integration procedure is, you can understand in this way that there are so many actions are going on in the background in a single procedural way. Like there are so many actions, but going on in a very single procedural way. There are not so many procedures have been included in that form, which makes the things faster. Now, next is layers of OmniStudio. So there are many layers which works or which enhances its functionality, which makes the OmniStudio works in a very effective way. What are those? So first is digital experiences, second is service management, and third is developer experience. So from digital experience, we mean that it shows information. It's but obvious from its name that what is digital experience? Like it's a UI, which makes the user to see the information and let them interact to that information too. Like building a form, we can fill the form, we can submit the form, we can make dashboards and see analytics from that. Second is service management. Service management basically where all the DML and SQL operation goes on. Like it manages all the data, it fetches data, it updates data. All sort of DML operations has come under service management. Third is developer experience. Suppose I have built one customized app according to my need. Now I want to move that app from one environment to another environment. How I'm going to do that? I am going to use this layer of OmniStudio, that is developer experience, which is easy to move and update the designs between different Salesforce environments. Now, there are going to be very detailed information about all those layers. So I would like to request Daya to proceed further and let us explain in a much broad perspective way. Daya, are you
Yeah,
there?
Sefali, can you please stop sharing the screen?
Yeah, give me a minute.
So everyone are able to see my screen?
Yeah, yes, we can able
Okay.
to see.
So we have covered this slide, Omni Studio, and whatever the content we have covered, and also the setups. So anyone aware about the how to do the setups for this Omni Studio? Means in your Salesforce cloud, whatever the cloud is there, in that you need to install your Omni Studio. So everyone is aware, or we need to proceed for this also? Can you please tell me? Okay, so we are proceeding with this. So for OmniStudio, there is a special editions is coming. Suppose that we are taking this and we are creating one org. Okay, so this is the only for 30 days trial org. After that, it will get expire. So we are taking this industries. We have provided that link. After that, you can go to that. You go to this and take this sign up. Okay, you have to fill all these details, whatever this like this is, and you have to click on the start free trial. Okay, once you click on the start free trial, you will get the email of like this. Verify. Yeah. So you will get an email like this. You have to verify your account by providing your the email ID and passwords. Okay. After that, you can log into that this or okay. So any problem in this means anyone facing problem in creating the OmniStudio org, and anyone have tried any time means they are using. Mm, okay, no problem. So we have done the setups means whatever the means overview I have given this for the setups how we can set up the OmniStudio for our org. This slide is also taken care and this slide. So now coming to the OmniStudio layers. So whenever you are going for the Salesforce, okay, so you have seen like UI part and the business logic part and after that the development part. Okay, so coming to this digital part, digital experience part, it is coming FlexCard and OmniScript. Okay, so these two things, this FlexCard and OmniScript is the UI part. Okay, means it is coming under the UI. UI in the Salesforce. What is the UI? Means how we can create the UI through the LWC we are creating, correct? Or through the visual forces we are creating the UI, and through the Aura we are creating. So same in the OmniStudio, they are provided the drag and drop facility like a FlexCard and OmniScript. So through the FlexCard and through the OmniScript, we are creating the UI. Okay. So this two part is the UI part. Okay, are you getting that?
Yes.
Okay, so this two part is the UI part. Now coming to the service management. So in this, it is coming the integration procedure and the data mapper. So service integration part contain the backend and the business logic. Backend means whatever the data mappers and means DML operations or SQL things, it is coming under this data mappers. Okay, like DML operations and SQL operations. It will comes under this data mapper. Now coming to the integration part, in the integration part, we are going for the Apex, okay, REST API, all are the integrations things. It will come under this. So this all these bundles means Apex, DML, SQLs, all this comes under the service management. Okay, any issue in this? It's understandable.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so now going to the developer experience. What is the developer experience means? Suppose that if you have created all the things in your lower org, and if you want to deploy it to the higher org, means in the UAT org or in the SIT org, then generally what we are creating the packages, and through the branches we are deploying it. But for OmniStudio, there is another thing. Through that also we can deploy it, but OmniStudio giving IDX build tool and IDS workbench. Through this we can deploy our all the OmniStudio changes or on the whatever that we are creating the components, we can deploy it through this IDX build tool. Okay, so this was the overview till now, means what is the OmniStudio, what is the layers. Now coming to the practical part, what is that data mapper? So data mapper is basically like SQL operations and DML operations. Okay, means we are playing with the data through the data mappers. We can fetch the data, we can transform that data, and we can push the data to the Salesforce object. Okay, suppose the data is coming from the different source and we can push that data to our Salesforce. Okay, so now previously it is coming like a data raptor. Now the name is got changed and it is calling as a data mapper. So maybe sometimes we have written like a data raptor, sometimes we have written like a data mapper. So data raptor and data mapper is the same things. The data mapper is the new name. So coming to the data mapper, there are 4 types of data mapper is there. One is the data mapper extract, another is the data map raptor load, data mapper transform, and data mapper turbo extract. Okay, so coming to the data mapper turbo extract, that is querying the means for getting the data, we are using the data mapper turbo extract. Then and data raptor extract or data mapper extract also getting the data. So what is the difference between with these two? Means this is also getting the data and this is also getting the data. So what is the difference between these two? So data mapper turbo extract is the getting the data only from the one object. Okay, it cannot get the data from the multiple object. If you want to get the data from the single object and if you want to utilize that, in that case you have to use the data raptor turbo extract. Okay, now coming to the data raptor extract, if you want to get the data from the multiple object, then in that case we are using the data raptor turbo extract. Now coming to the data raptor load is for DML operations. Means suppose that if you want to insert, if you want to update, at that time we are using the data raptor load. Okay, now coming to the data raptor transforms, if you want to transform the data, in that case we are using the data raptor transforms. Okay, now I'm showing it on the org how it will look like. So this is our data mapper. Recently before the call I have created some data mapper for you. Okay, so we have created the one data raptor extract. Okay, and we have created data raptor turbo extract. So if you want to create the data raptor turbo extract, click on this new, give the data raptor extract. Okay. Create the data raptor turbo extract and you can give the name, give the interface turbo extract JSON, and you have to save it. Whatever the name, like contact info fetch, whatever the name you have to give it. When you click it save, it will create like this. Okay, and it will look like this, the turbo extract, contact turbo extract object. You have to select the extract object contact, and means this is the object and this is the path. Path means whenever you are writing like that, means so whenever you are writing like this means contacts. Okay, so this is the contact, this is the path, means where you are storing all the record which is fetched. Okay, so here we are fetching the data on the basis of email equal to email, and from which object we are taking? From the contact object we are taking, and all the data we are storing in the contacts object. Sorry, contacts path, means this is the variable name. However, we are using the means like this one is the variable, and we are storing in this list variable. The same thing like that, we are storing in one variable in the list object this contact record. Okay, now if you want to preview it, what the recorded is coming, so I'm giving the edit parameter email. Why I'm giving the parameter as an email? Here we have given the email. So in this email field, what value we need to give it? Correct. So here in this email field, we have given this email and we are executing it. When you're executing this, you're getting this contact. Okay, contact information like email, account ID, phone, and from where this field, why this much field value it is coming. So here we have taken this much field only. That's why it is coming this much field. If you want any other field, go to the edit, give master record, and you can push it Go to the preview.